economics, like the entire subject economics revolves under the limited wants. I mean, the unlimited wants and the limited resources. Like there are many um wants which a human can have, but there are very limited resources. This causes a scarcity. A scarcity is a situation where there are not enough resources to satisfy everyone's wants. The basic economic problem is where unlimited wants are greater than finite resources. Resources are inputs used to produce goods and services. Okay, the resource allocation decisions. All economics have to answer three fundamental economic questions. 1. What to produce? 2. How to produce? 3. Who is to receive the product produced? For example, should a car manufacturer focus on producing electric cars? So it's asking what should the manufacturer focus? So it's a what to produce. Or should everyone have the same income? This is a thing. This question is revolved around a person. Should everyone is a pronoun, so it is who to produce. Or should farmers make use of drones? This is a how to produce, because it's asking if the farmers, how should the farmers make use of drones. Economic goods are goods used to make economic good is a product which requires resources to produce it. Free goods are much rarer. Free goods is a product which does not require any resources to make it. It's already found on earth. Chapter 2. Factors of production. Factors of production mainly comprises of 4 factors: land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Land generally includes earth. Everything which the earth provides is basically known as land. Rivers, then beneath the land, which is coal. Labor is the human effort, the physical effort in production, while human capital is the brains, the requirement of the human brain to produce, which is used in production. Capital as capital goods and producer goods. Capital goods and consumer goods. Capital goods are not for their own sake. For example, equipment to build the road. In contrast, consumer goods as food, clothing, and entertainment are for satisfaction. They provide to buyers. It's enterprise. Enterprise is the willingness and ability to take risks and to make a decision in their business. Entrepreneurs are the people who organize the factors. Like entrepreneur is the person who takes risks and make a key decision in a business, while enterprise is the risk taking and key decision making in the business. There's a very fine line between entrepreneurs and businessman. Businessman uses an old strategy to make products. For example, Amazon and Flipkart. They are kind of the same. Those are called businesses. While Blinkit, which delivers your products in 10 minutes, is an enterprise, because it literally brings a whole new innovative idea, creative idea into the market, which is not there before. Quality of land. There are a number of reasons why the quality of land, natural resources may increase. Fertilizers can be used to increase the fertility of the land, the purity of rivers, so the health of the fish can be improved, and therefore increases the quality of the land. Quantity of labor. If you want more laborers for a job, you either have to increase the retirement age, or more people should migrate to your country. So Increasing the retirement age from 60 to 70 or 75 will increase the number of people in that age group, and then migration increases the number of labor in your country. Also, the quality of labor matters. So, an increase in productivity, like the labor productivity, can cause a major is a major cause of an increase in a country's output. The productivity is the output per factor of production in an hour, while labor productivity is output per worker per hour. Output is goods and services produced by the factors of production. Quantity of capital. Okay, in this there's investment, which is spending on capital goods. Gross investment, the total spending on capital goods without deducting anything. And the depreciation, capital consumption, the value of capital goods that have become worn out or become obsolete. Net investments, gross investment minus depreciation. Negative net investment, a reduction in the number of capital goods caused by some obsolete and worn out capital goods not being replaced. Then we move on to chapter 3, which is opportunity costs. Opportunity cost basically means the best alternative foregone. Opportunity cost is the cost of a decision in terms of the best alternative given up to achieve it. For example, you could either choose a government can either choose to make increased taxes or spend more money on education sector. Opportunity cost and consumers. Consumers are buyers and goods. We are all consumers, but we cannot buy everything we like. So you probably have to consider different ones, taking account their prices. You are likely to select the one with the widest and most accurate informative coverage. The closer the two dictionaries are in quality and price, the harder the choice will be. Means the closer the quality and price are, the harder the choice will be. An opportunity cost in workers. Individuals working in one job involves an opportunity cost. People employed as teacher might also be able to work as civil servants. They need to carefully consider that preference in job available. If the pay of civil servants or their working conditions improve, the opportunity cost of being a teacher will increase. It will even increase to the point where some teachers resign and become civil servants instead. Opportunity cost and consumers. Producers have to decide what to make. For example, if a farmer uses a field to grow oilseed, they cannot keep cattle on the field. So the oilseed is the opportunity cost. But then there is also a catch. If you're producing gloves and scarves and you decide to let the gloves be the opportunity cost and you keep on making gloves, but the market trend is in favor of scarves, meaning that scarves are being made more than gloves, and gloves don't have a high demand than scarves. So then that would be a huge loss. So they have to decide if they want short-term profit or long-term profit. Opportunity cost and the government. The government has to carefully consider its expenditure on tax revenue on various things. It has to decide whether it wants to spend more money on education, and the opportunity cost involved may be reduced to expenditure on healthcare. The government could, of course, raise tax revenue in order to spend more in education. In this case, the opportunity cost will be put on the taxpayers. The higher the taxes, the people may have to give up the opportunity to buy certain products or to save. For example, a person decides to go to university for 3 years to study economics. If they had not gone to university, they could have taken a job which could have paid them $15,000 per year. After the person graduates, they expect to find a job paying $40,000 a year. What is the opportunity cost? For this, if the person had decided to not go to the university and would have made 3 years doing $15,000, then the $15,000 times 3 equals $45,000. So the opportunity cost is $45,000. What are the characteristics of a free good? A free good has no opportunity cost and takes no resources to make it, since it's available already on earth. And third, Kamran reaches age of 16 years of age. He receives $200 from his aunt. $50 which he decides to save. It means he did not spend it, but he decides to save it. He is taken out by his father to watch a movie at a local cinema. His father pays for the cinema tickets. Kamran spends an entire afternoon playing football. Which of these activities involves an opportunity cost? The answer is D. Because watching movie, yes. Playing football, yes. And saving, yes. Because he is not spending anything. So all three yeses would be the opportunity cost. D. Okay, it's on page 30 by the way. Question number 4. A person receives an invitation to a free lunch. What is the possible opportunity cost to them of accepting the invitation? The food can be eaten by another person. The food they do not select from the menu. The time taken to produce the food they eat. The time they could have spent playing tennis. The answer is D. They could have spent their time playing tennis. So this is an opportunity cost. Question number 5. A firm can produce gloves and scarves. The table shows the combination of two products. Pair of gloves, scarves. Based on the data, the firm is currently producing 18 pairs of gloves and 70 scarves. What would be the opportunity cost of producing 16 more pairs? So pairs of gloves is 18 ratio to 70. So we add 18 plus 16, it would be 34. And in the form, so for 34 pairs of gloves, it's 50. So if we take away from 70, we take away 50, we get the opportunity cost, which is 20 scarves.